Welcome to the GoToTraining Attendee Quick Start. This video will demonstrate how to join a GoToTraining session and the in-session controls used when in a training. In order to join a GoToTraining session, an internet connection is required. We recommend joining via a high-speed wired connection as opposed to Wi-Fi. To utilize Voice over IP, or VoIP, the computer must have a microphone and speakers. We recommend using a USB headset if you are to connect via VoIP as a best practice. You may also connect to the training's audio via telephone. The training organizer will have sent an invitation containing a URL link from which an attendee can join the training directly. Also included is the audio information and the training ID. Click on the link to join the session. Another way to join is to navigate to gototraining.com and click on Join a Training. Enter the training ID in the field and click Continue. You will be asked to enter your first and last name and your email address, and you can join the training. If you've joined a GoToTraining session a few minutes before the organizer, you will be presented with the Waiting for Organizer screen. Once the organizer arrives, that screen will disappear and the event will begin. Once in the GoToTraining session, make sure the audio is set up properly. Under Audio, if there is a plus sign on the left-hand side, click on it to open the panel. For those dialing in by telephone, be sure to have Use Telephone selected. Please note that when using the telephone option, normal long-distance rates will apply. When possible, encourage your staff and attendees to use their mic and speakers, as VoIP is free of charges. Please note that when using the telephone, it's very important to enter your PIN number. If you see a gray icon to the left of your attendee name, that means you did not enter your audio PIN, and you'll not be able to be muted. The audio information will appear in the audio pane if telephone is selected. You may switch between the two audio options at any time during the training. If you are experiencing any problems with your VoIP line, you may switch to Use Telephone or vice versa. A green microphone icon means that the attendee called in using their mic and speakers or a headset. A green telephone icon means that they called in using the telephone. Attendees are able to mute themselves by clicking the audio icon to the left of their name. The organizer may also choose to mute all attendees at any time. When the organizer of the training clicks on the play button, the audience will see the organizer's screen. When the pause button is clicked, the audience will see the last frame of the organizer's screen before the pause. If the organizer clicks the stop button, the audience will be sent back to the waiting room. The organizer has the choice to permit or restrict attendees from using the chat function, and the ability to see the attendees list of everyone in the training. If chatting is allowed by the organizer, attendees have the ability to chat with the entire audience or send a private chat message to an individual. Simply type in your chat message here and choose who you'd like to send it to, the entire audience or a specific attendee. Under the File drop-down, you may save the chat log for your records, view some new features that are presently being released under Labs, and you have the option to exit the training. In the View drop-down, you can change the appearance of the viewer window to full screen, windowed, hide, or auto-hide the control panel, and you can modify your control panel layout. The Help menu leads to support materials, a feedback option, and information about that version of GoToTraining. The globe icon allows you to change the language of your GoToTraining control panel. Finally, this is the Grab tab. By clicking on the orange arrow in the Grab tab, the attendee is able to hide or expand their control panel. The Grab tab also has some shortcuts on it that make attending a training even easier. These include the ability to mute and unmute yourself, the ability to go to full screen mode and back, and the ability to raise your hand. If you click to raise your hand, the organizer will see this and can pause their training to answer your question if they'd like. All of these items in the Grab tab are duplicates of options in other places on the control panel. GoToTraining allows the organizer to interact with attendees in very unique ways. Here's a look at the ways organizers may choose to provide content to attendees. Organizers may give attendees access to materials such as PDFs, PowerPoints, Word documents, or spreadsheets. Attendees may be required to take a pre-test, a post-test, or an evaluation, or answer polling questions. All of this data, in addition to any Q&A or chat, is collected by GoToTraining for the organizer's use. The organizer will begin the training with the majority of the controls, but may choose to share or pass over privileges to an attendee. Any attendee can be made presenter. If the organizer or a presenter has to leave the training, instead of ending the training for all, the role of organizer can be given to an attendee to continue the work. To clarify, when an attendee is promoted to the role of organizer, their control panel will then have additional controls. Thank you for viewing this GoToTraining Attendee Quick Start video, and best of luck with all your GoToTraining events.